Now we are to discuss the RTCs of the poem The Lebanon Top. So the first paragraph for RTC is the lines: The Lebanon top is silent, quiet, still. In the afternoon, yellow September sunlight, a few leaves yellowing as its seeds fallen. Name the poem and the poet. Now you are to find out who is the poet and what is the name. When you are going to write the answer in your exam, the spellings, everything should be correct. So the poem is the Lebanon top and the poet is Ted Hughes. So keep things like this. The poem, name of the poem is dash the Lebanon top, TLT capital, and the poet is Ted Hughes. TH will remain capital. How does the Lebanon tree appear? Just go through the lines again. The Lebanon tree, how it appears when the poem starts. Just imagine, try to think over it. When the poem starts, the Lebanon tree, it appears silent, quiet, you can say motionless, and its some leaves were yellowing, turning yellow, or all its leaves have fallen, like this. You can explain the answer. Now it's time to make your own answers for the questions. Explain afternoon yellow September sunlight. How you can explain the line? Afternoon, obviously, it was the afternoon of September and the sunlight was very weak because it's autumn season and the sun starts becoming weak very soon in the afternoon. Explain. A few leaves following yellowing. I'm sorry. That means the tree is shedding its leaves because of autumn season. So some leaves are turning yellow due to the change of the season. You can write like this. Next, till the goldfinch comes with a twitching chirp, a suddenness, a startment at the branch end, then sleek as a lizard and alert and abrupt, she enters the thickness and our machine starting, you can say starts up like this, of chittering and a tremor of wings and twittering. So thrillings. How is the arrival of the goldfinch described? How does the poet describe the arrival of the goldfinch? So the goldfinch actually arrives there at the branch end, and when she arrives, she twitters. Her arrival is, you can say, very quick, is explained as quick, unexpected, and as a sudden surprise. To whom is the bird's movement compared to? Really, if you just go through the lines again, the bird's movement is compared to a lizard because both are very sleek, alert, and abrupt in the movement. What does the image of machine convey in these lines? What is that machine? When the goldfinch arrives, it produces a lot of sound. When the goldfinch arrives and sits at the branch end, that there is a lot of sound and it causes the movement. So you can say the entry of the goldfinch in the middle part of the tree causes lot of shaking of wings and quavering sounds and all that. So that was appearing just like a machine. Next paragraph, the whole tree trembles and trills. It is the engine of her family. She stalks it full, then flirts out to the branch end, showing her barked face identity mask. So, what is the question? Why does the whole tree trembles and thrills? Why? It's because the whole tree trembles with the twittering and quavering sounds of the young ones of the goldfinch. It's shaking movement is of their wings. It's all because of the shaking movements of their wings. So why does the poet refer to the engine? How does she stock it full? Why it's referred to as an engine? Because when the engine starts, engine is actually important part of any machinery. So when the engine starts, it shudders, it makes sounds. So the nest with the young ones, that is the family of the goldfinch, is compared to the engine because she stocks it full, she feeds the young ones, and when she feeds the young ones, what happens? The young ones, they start fluttering their wings because they feel excited, happy, and when the stock is full, the engine starts moving. It makes shivering sounds. Next, RTC, the last one, fourth question. Then with their array delicate whistle chirp, whisperings, she launches away towards the infinite, and the laburnum subsides to empty. So how does the goldfinch leave the branch end? It flies towards the infinite sky, making the sounds of whistling and chirping in a very mysterious, in a very strange way, you can say. What do you think is the destination of the goldfinch? Where she is to go? Seems to rise up towards the infinite, endless sky. What is the state of the laburnum top after the goldfinch flies away? As it was before its coming, it's become again silent, calm and quiet. There is no trembling of the wings and all that. Nothing of like that was there. Do you notice any similarity or a contrast between the opening and the ending of the poem? Obviously I feel yes, because we notice similarity. There is no contrast, there is similarity. When the poem begins, even at that moment the poet explains what? That the tree was silent, the tree was quiet. And when the poem finishes, even then the tree once again is quiet and silent. So this is all about, we can say, the poetic devices. So now, about the artists. Now I would like to discuss some poetic devices which you are supposed to keep in your mind while going through the poem, because you may get the questions on any such device in your examination. But before that, I would like to discuss one or two important questions. So to what is the bird's movement compared? What is the basis of this comparison? Again, like a short question for 2 marks. So the bird's movement is compared to a lizard's movement because both are very sleek, abrupt, alert, and the movement is very smooth. So why is the image of the engine evoked by the poet? Why he wants to say that it's like the engine? Because the middle part of the laburnum tree top produces a lot of sounds because of the coming of the goldfinch. Because when the goldfinch came there, she fed the young ones, and when the young ones got their food, like we stock the engine of the machine full, like any locomotive engine or any engine, we fill it with the fuel. It may be petrol, it may be coal and all that. We full the engine, we stock the engine full, and then the machine starts. Any machine starts. So that is what the poet call it, the compares to the image of an engine. Now come to the some poetic devices. You are to note down these poetic devices in your notebook also, because these are important things. You will learn how to understand the poetic devices. So the first one, you have to get the examples from the poem yourself. I am just giving you the hints. What is this device? I may give you one or two examples, but the rest of you are to find and write in your notebook. So first is, you can say, simile. One thing is compared to another, that is simile. And the most important characteristic is that we use the word like or as. It is must. And now you have to find out the example and write that example with these similes in your notebook. Next is the metaphor. In this figure of speech, a word or a phrase is used to represent something else, something different. We compare two different things, but we don't use the word like or as. Now find out the example in the poem. Alliteration. In this figure of speech, a number of words having the same first consonant sound. For example, I am giving you one example, September sunlight. Now you have to find out some more example. There are 2-3 more example in the poem. So next is onomatopoeia. A word is formed from a sound similar to it, like twitching, chirp. Twittering is also known as chirping, tweeting, chirp. So you have to find out another example from the poem. Transfer epithet, it is something different, but still you can note it in your book, in your notebook. What is this? You must know what is transferred epithet. When we just try, a transfer epithet is a, what you can say, description which refers to a character or event, but it is used to describe a different situation. We say something and we explain something else, that is transferred epithet. For example, her barred face identify mark. You can underline the line in the poem. And what it means, the flowers of the Lebanon top fall like bars, and when the bird sits behind those flowers, the shadow of the flowers on her face looks like she is wearing a mask that has bars on it. So that is the explanation in a different form. So this is all about the poetic devices. You are supposed to answer these questions yourself. I have discussed, I have just given you the hints. Write these RTCs and answer yourself, and note down these poetic devices in your notebook. That's all about the poem Lebanon Top.